بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أنا اسمي جميل عفيفي.
My name is Gamil Afifi. I represent the Al-Ahram newspaper published in Egypt. I would like to thank organizers of this meeting. In the first place, our esteemed Professor Popov. Today, we're having our second meeting, and we have not elaborated in detail on the ideology promoted by ISIS, this terrorist ideology. This ideology is promoted by them starting from 1928, when the well-known ideologist Mr. Said Khud, Hassan al-Banna, promoted this ideology, and then his successors, Said Khud and others, developed this ideology. I regret to say that we have not elaborated on this element, and we have not analyzed the works of this and other ideologists of the Muslim Brothers. In Egypt, since the very beginning of this movement in Egypt until the present time, we constantly analyze this ideology, we fight it, and we continue to fight it, Muslim Brothers. So I have in mind mass media. ISIS gives a lot of attention to the ideological indoctrination. We mentioned 1,000 of tweets every day. Every day. So they use satellite broadcasts, many programs. So there are many ideological programs, many broadcasts and TV stations in Turkey, in Qatar, other countries. Many foreign participants support the Muslim Brothers or Brotherhood. But as to the Muslim Brotherhood, this organization enjoys support from abroad. And the same is true of ISIS and Boko Haram. All these terrorist organizations see as their objective to destroy the Middle East in its present form. They want to seize power, which would be instrumental for the Western countries in the attempt to impose the dictatorship on our region. We should all oppose these efforts. So we should oppose the efforts of Western countries and Israel. And of course, Egypt cannot stay aside here, should not be alone in fighting this phenomenon. We are all facing the same objective. The global community should understand the importance of this fight, and we should compile a list of such terrorist organizations. Ideology of terrorists should also become the subject of our discussion. It's not just some abstract idea. This is an ideology, and we must understand it correctly, must analyze it correctly. Not simply say that there is armed conflict, like they say about Syria, where people speak about armed opposition.
التي تطلق من الغرب ضد التي تسعى إلى هدم الدول التي تسعى إلى هدم.
Sure. So we should be at the forefront of this campaign. We should not simply say that there is ISIS, which should be challenged, or other organizations in Syria, in Libya, other countries. We should also remember that these organizations enjoy the support of Western countries. We should elaborate a uniform approach about deciding who is who, like Mr. Hamdi said. We should organize seminars in Arab-speaking countries, at least to elaborate joint approaches and a uniform approach to how to fight these organizations. Awareness raising should be part of our activity as well. We should identify terrorist organizations and who supports them. This will help us in preventing the work of these organizations in the future. We should identify the websites and the channels on the territory of Turkey specifically. There is a number of channels which promote the ideology of terrorists. So we must consider this phenomenon in a more profound way. We should fight not only against ISIS, but against other organizations such as Muslim Brothers. I represent here Egypt, and for us, Muslim Brothers are an important organization to fight against. And this organization is a threat not only to us, but to others as well. The publications of the Muslim Brothers are now promoted among members of terrorist organizations. We should organize seminars and conferences in Arab countries to expose their principles to the population.